You've been holding your breath for years, waiting for a permission slip to speak that never came. After a while, that tightness just stayed with you, because you learned to swallow your emotions, so everyone else had room for theirs. Eventually, keeping everything inside felt safer than letting people see the real you. And before you even realized it, parts of you pulled back, just to make things easier for everyone else. It's a quiet habit, one you don't even catch yourself doing anymore. But your body, it remembers, and it's the one paying the price. That pressure, that invisible, suffocating weight pressing down on your chest. It isn't always anxiety. Sometimes it's everything you never got to say, everything you had to swallow just to get through the day. Over time, that tightness became the only way you knew how to protect yourself. The truths you couldn't speak, the resentment you weren't allowed to show. Just to keep everyone else comfortable, just to keep from making things worse. The thing is, you've been carrying all that weight alone for a long time. There was a moment, you may not even remember it, when you started to feel like your emotions were too much. Maybe someone sighed, or just turned away. They told you to calm down, like what you were feeling was too much. And after that, you started adjusting. You held more in because it felt safer than saying what you really felt. You tried not to make things worse. And people liked that version of you. They trusted you. They leaned on you. They even called you strong, but it didn't feel like strength. It felt like holding something back over and over again. You didn't just become the calm one. You became the one who fixes everything. You do it by holding yourself in first. Your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. You fix yourself for them. You fix the silence so nobody gets uncomfortable. You keep all that anger inside so nobody else has to feel it. You keep everything around you steady, even when something inside you is burning to be let out. And no one ever asked what it was costing you. Truth is, you're not as calm as people think you are. You shrink yourself the moment things get tense. You swallow your truth because you were taught their comfort mattered more than yours. You hold it all in, because letting any of it out never felt safe. It wears on you more than you ever let anyone see. You got used to being the one who makes the adjustments, the one who stays quiet, just so everyone else feels safe. Over time, you learned to be useful to them. Instead of honest with yourself. You feel it. The anger, the frustration, that heat building in your chest. But you keep your face the same. Your voice stays level, and somehow you make it look like none of it affects you. Even when your heart is screaming otherwise. Because somewhere along the way, you learned that showing it makes you the problem. No one sees what you're holding back, or how hard you're trying to keep it contained. And it doesn't just disappear, it shows up somewhere, in your jaw, when you keep it tight, in your shoulders, when you're bracing without realizing it, in your chest, when it feels like too much. And you carry that weight every single day. Yet you say yes when your whole body wants to say no. You keep showing up for people, even when you're exhausted. You swallow it, the frustration, all the unsaid truths, and what you actually needed, but never got. And you keep moving through life, like none of it is allowed to matter. And because you don't show it, people think you don't feel it. They think you're fine. They think it doesn't bother you. They think this is just who you are. But the truth is, you never felt safe to be your full self. Not with your emotions, and not with the people who were supposed to care. You never actually had the chance to heal. You just got incredibly good at hiding. And all that hiding, it didn't protect you. It just settled into your body. And holding it in doesn't make it go away. Because when it finally spills out, it never looks like what you were actually feeling. It comes out heavy, loaded with months of everything you've had to carry. It shows up messy, and it leaves you feeling like the villain in a story where you were the one sacrificing everything. And that scares you, so you hold it in even tighter. And that's the part that keeps you stuck, feeling like your only options are say nothing or say too much. There is no weakness in that. It just means you learned what worked at the time. Because back then, the choice felt simple. Either keep it all contained inside yourself, or keep everyone else on edge. But you don't have to keep doing it the same way. You don't have to say everything, but you don't have to keep swallowing everything either. Even one moment where you choose your own truth, that's where the healing starts. Not big. Not dramatic. Just letting yourself be honest about what's there. So, before you move on, right now, just notice how you're feeling in your body, your shoulders, your jaw, your chest. And if you can let your shoulders drop a little, try to unclench your jaw and let it out slowly, like you don't have to hold it all together just for this moment. This isn't permission to be reckless. This is permission to be real. Just this moment is enough. And if anything shifted in you while you were listening, even if it was small, don't just move past it. Put it somewhere so it doesn't stay stuck inside you. Saying it out loud or putting it into words is how you stop carrying it alone. Write one word in the comments. Just one. The exact word that fits how you feel right now. It could be anger, relief, tired, enough, whatever is actually true for you. Did you stay until the end because this hit home? I'll read the first few comments just to see who saw themselves in this. And if you know someone who's holding too much inside, send this to them. They shouldn't have to carry it alone.